Growing up, I grew up in a very rough environment, rough neighborhood. So I was kind of like a product of my environment. I grew up not feeling really loved and shameful about some stuff that took place in my life. So, and I also didn't have, my family wasn't well put together. Everybody was fighting one another and so forth. So growing up, I always desired to, have a family. I always desired to be loved and so forth. And I used to party, be in the streets, weapons, drugs, women, jail, and so forth. And then I remember while coming from these parties, 3 o'clock in the morning, I used to walk and pray. And I used to say to God, God, if you're real, prove it to me. And I remember the more and more I used to walk and pray, I had the option to take the bus and go to Shorter, but I would walk purposely just so I can talk to God while I was an unbeliever. And the more and more I did that, I started becoming more curious. And I asked myself, I said, if I was to die right now, where would I go? And that question used to really, really haunt me. After I asked God, prove to me that you're real, I went through the worst 2 months of my life, hospital, headaches, jail, and so forth. And I remember a nurse invited me to church. And my first time coming into the church, Overcomers in Christ Fifth Assembly, I remember as I was worshiping, I just started to cry. I haven't cried in years. My body felt numb. I just started to cry, and I felt something just wrap around me, and I just started feeling remorseful and sorry for all the things I did in the past, and from that day, I just decided, you know what? I want to follow this guy because he made me feel like he wasn't judging me because of the mistakes I made. I didn't feel qualified. I didn't grow up in a Christian household, but it just felt so genuine. He revealed himself to me in his own unique, special way. So that's how the love of God has changed me.